Hello, and welcome to my Reporter's Transformers Review. Today we'll be looking at Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Crankcase. This figure is part of Week 1, I believe, or at least as far as TF Wiki goes, it is. First, I really cracked out packaging. Really like the head sculpt, and this is an awesome figure. So on the back here, you got, the usual stuff, your bio, your robot and vehicle mode here, and I really like that Chevy Suburban mode. That's really cool. He's got this barricade-ish feel to him just because of the alt mode being a police or security car, and these stats are on the side of the packaging. And one thing I almost forgot, he does have a mech-tech weapon here. His blaster converts to blade claw weapon. That's that right there. You can see awesome light piping in that shot too. He's just amazing. But this is one of those new characters, so for the movie. Here's his mech-tech weapon. As an expert tracker and infiltrator, Crankcase serves Megatron from the shadows. Unseen and never recognized, he watches the Autobots and reports their movements back to his master. He rarely engages in combat, but when he does, it's swift, terrible, and final. And this figure has actually been nicknamed one of the Dreads, and I think he's part of a squad of Decepticons that hide or that strike from the shadows, and they're infiltrators and all that stuff. So, the first thing I want to get done is the mech-tech weapon here. It's this assault rifle here, and you pull this back here, and it extends into a two-clawed weapon. It doesn't look like the Voyagers do. So it goes back. It's kind of like a power core limb, pretty much. Like pretend this little block here is the power core combining port that you put the drones in. This reminds me a lot of the drones where you plug the drone in and it flips out, and then you unplug it and it goes back. So it's kind of the same thing, but I usually don't have them displayed with this, but I might use this for sup things sometimes, so I'll put it in the random stuff box. Now here is Crankcase in his vehicle mode, and he is really cool. I like how he has these off-road extended wheels. That's really cool. And even the little Legion Legends class version has it as well. So you can see they're not in scale at all because they're the same vehicle, but you can compare, both versions out. Of course, I got both versions because he's starting to become one of probably my favorite. Him, Shockwave, and Soundwave, and Sentinel Prime are starting to really get on my good side. So, really and I like the light bars on here. Okay, it's really cool. You see, he's got two mech-tech ports on the top here. It's really nice Decepticon symbols on each side. And I don't know if you see that, it's not a scratch, it's actually a hair. See, the problem is, this figure is, the color black. Black tends to get pretty dirty, at least on my show, because it gets dusty and it shows. So, if only it wasn't so dirty, but I'll clean him off here later. But that's pretty cool. I wish they would have used black though for this for this hinge here and this hinge. It would blend, but I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me that much. I just wanted to make a note that that's what that was and whatever. And from the bottom, you can see his chest right there, but that's pretty much about it. And you see these pinchers here, and I'm show that up now. And you put them sit down, and you rotate these out, and his head's actually sitting in there. You can kind of see the top of it, but you don't see his eyes. What you do is you fold these out like this, and then fold it down, and you got yourself some battle pinchers. Kind of reminds me of Kickback, or whatever Insecticon from GM1 had the big mandibles. Because if you look at like the the way the lights are on the front, they kind of look like eyes. He kind of looks like a bug from the front, doesn't he? Doesn't he kind of look like a beetle? Oh, great. He's like, I can't not see it now. Like, you know how like you see something in a figure or something that looks like something else, and you know every time you see it, that's all you see. You can't like, you try not to see it, but it's just there. But it's pretty cool. I like it. You can probably take these off too. You can't actually pop them out because doing this thing where you can just pop them out if you don't want them on there. But they do leave the hinge. You can still see the hinge there. I like how high he sits off the ground too. I pretty much already said that earlier, but you can fold those back up, back in there. And I really do like how far he sits off the ground. I really like that. I don't know why. I mean, he does have clip points actually for 3mm clips. So you can, I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. There's one on each side. You can take. I got Skullgrin's missile launcher here. If you want, you can put that on. Have a missile launcher. It's kind of cool. Kind of like that. But just do that. And you plug the MegTech weapon actually up on the top of the figure, if you so desire. So it can be like, if you want. But I usually just take them off because I don't usually keep it in there. But yeah, size comparison here is with the sidearm sideswipe. I guess it could be in scale. Sideswipe is kind of big, as you can see. So, I don't know. They are, the deluxes I think are smaller for Dark of the Moon now, but I have like deluxe Ironhide and stuff, and they, I'm sure those would be in scale. I don't have them here, of course, but yeah, it's a pretty cool. Yeah. So transformation tab. What you want to do first here is you want to take your figure, and the first thing it says to do is to like you want to like twist this like just go like that, just gently, and loosen this up, the back here, the back cab, and you want to lift it up and fold it up like that, and then you want to untab the legs from the door panels here. Okay, go ahead and separate them and pegging together right there. You can see that peg sticking out there, and there's a little hole there. What you want to do is you want to slide his wheels back, as you can see. You can actually take your thumb, if you have a thumbnail, and just slide that back like so. And come to the back and take this rear panel and flip out the toe. And then what you want to do is you actually want to kind of like untap it like that, and then this is the tricky part. You want to rotate it so this is the tricky part, because sometimes it wants to work and sometimes it won't. You want to rotate this so that it's sitting on the bottom. It's not doing it for me. Okay, what's wrong here? This never happens. Sorry about this, people. Are you not going? Go. Come on, go. That's weird. Sure, I did it right. Oh, yeah, you want to make sure that's folded up. Yeah, and there you go. It takes a little bit of doing because you want to, these a little bit fiddly in the legs. You want to just do that because there's not that much clearance, as you can see. Unpick that. You want, I believe that, yeah, all the way back there, and then fold this like so. Here's the legs. Okay, go ahead and flip out these pinchers and untab the front grille, the front bumper, and the headlight piece, and put it up just slightly, just untabbing it so you can take the arms out and untab them too. Untab them. Okay. You want to take this, you want to lift this up, which is pretty much its head assembly, and you want to fold this all the way back, like so. It's starting to get tall, so my camera might not actually pick all this up. Here we go. Fold it up like that, and then fold this in like so. Fold the head up. He does have his dreadlocks. I'll talk about that here in a second. And as you look in there, you want to rotate the arms out like so, and then rotate the panel that they are on so that they sit like this. And then what you do is you take the chest piece and you want to rotate it up, and there's I don't know if you can see those two holes right there and there. There's two peg holes in the chest. You want to peg that in there like so. Okay, and then just take the waist and clip it in and fold the legs, rotate the legs down, and I tighten mine with super glue so they're kind of a little bit too tight, as you can see, and then you rotate them at the upper part of the thigh. And this doesn't peg in anything, it just sits up here, so it will fall down, protect his ass, but nah, it's okay. And push his head down. His head's level here. Fold out the hands. Fold the door panel out. And you can leave the wheel here if you want, but it has a hinge, so you can in fact put it a little bit on the elbow here. I find it easy just to rotate these like so. That's a little bit better. And just a little bit adjusting. There you have Crankcase in his robot mode. And this is a really awesome figure. This is an awesome figure, and the light piping on this is just insane. Watch his four eyes. It looks so sick and twisted and menacing. And I love the face too, just the expression he has on his face. If I can get in there, as you can see, he kind of looks like the Predator. I just like the way he looks, the way those, and these are those pinchers on his back are adjustable, so you can have them straight up or a little bit like this, so you can rotate them and put them on his back, or you can give him some bat wings right here. But he does kind of look like a bat at times if you get these positioned right. He does kind of give off a bat feel. He does have these gold plastic soft dreadlocks, I guess you can call it. I want to be careful. I hope they don't like snap or break off like the gold plastic syndrome. But they seem fine. I'm like twisting and pulling on them, but they're supposed to like rotate on this hinge, but mine don't really do that. So for the sake of breaking it, I'm just not gonna even worry about it. I kind of like them draped over his chest like they are kind of now, but I might take them off because I don't know, a robot with kind of hair kind of looks weird to me. I think he could kind of look better without them, but we shall see. I think I'll change them after the movie if I don't like them in the movie, but the head is on a swivel joint here. You can look pretty much solid 360. You have to move the dreads out of the way. There is a hinge here because of the transformation, so you can use that for articulation. There is a ball joint right here at the shoulder, a full, well, I guess 360. You would have to move these panels around, but there is a swivel here, a fairly good elbow joint, about 90 degrees, and do the transformation and which goes out. And the thing about the fingers is the finger is actually cut, as you can see on here. His middle finger is supposed to be longer, I guess. And I guess as a safety reasons, they didn't want kids to poke their eyes out, so they cut them. As you can see, both of them are. I don't mind. It would have been kind of funny for him flicking everyone off, but I don't really care now. He does have 2 Mechatech ports on each arm here. And they are 5mm, so they're kind of universal now. Ball joints at the hips. Full 260 thighs, so double points in the knee, and the toes can go up and down, but they don't really have any kind of articulation as far as that goes. But he nevertheless is pretty cool, and I totally recommend buying him. He really impresses me with this figure. And you can take his backpack weapon and plug it into his hand here. And I like the way the gun looks. It's just the claw thing kind of screws it all up for me. But I do like the way the gun looks, and if I do plan on army building him, which the most I would ever have is 3, maybe cut the dreads off of the other 2, and either give them to him or keep one with the dreads as kind of the squad leader. But it'd nice to have 2 of them. If I had 2 of them, then it would be a little bit more fun, because then you can have double claw hands. Kind of like Wolverine, just missing one. But yeah, they have Transformers Deluxe Class, Dark of the Moon Crankcase, and if my opinion means anything, this is a really awesome Deluxe Class figure. Awesome alt mode. The aesthetic, just the way he looks, is really sick and awesome. Reminds me of the Predator, which I love Predator. And you know, for $10, this figure's pretty cool. So there you have it. Transformers, Dark of the Moon, Deluxe Class, Crankcase. Thanks for watching.